So if Tariq was the biggest drug dealer in New York from Power Book to Ghost, listen, I don't really think that Tariq would really be in the game for a very long time like that. And the only way that I would see Tariq being in the game, being in that kind of business, is if Tariq can become very powerful, use his form of leverage. This is why it is that this is one of my favorite pictures of Tariq is him right next to the chess pieces right here. Is because of the fact that you got to understand how messed up and how dangerous that job is. Okay, now I'm not in that, but at the same time I have a good idea because I'm literally from New York. I live in New York, so they film this type of stuff in different locations in New York, right? Specifically New York City. So a lot of those locations of where it is that they be shooting the films and stuff like this, I actually know where it is. Either I've been there before, I lived there before, both, right? Or I've been around there before. So it's extremely dangerous to be the biggest drug dealer in New York. You got all kind of people coming for your top spot because you're the head honcho, right? And the thing about it is that Tariq is the type of person who is starting to understand what it is that his father was talking about when it is that he said that he wanted to get out, meaning Ghost. He's starting to understand what Ghost was talking about, why Ghost said he wanted to get out. Because Ghost didn't want to constantly be in the same situation where he's going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth with a person, with a new enemy specifically every single time, right? Because what is it that we would see in the original Power or the first Power that they came out with? Ghost would essentially get over one enemy and then, you know what I mean? He would have another enemy literally right after that. So that type of stuff gets tiring, not to mention the close calls and stuff like this that you get. Now, Tariq St. Patrick literally wants to get out. The situation for him, right, and he should get out. The situation for him is that he has to knock off all of his enemies, the Tejadas, Noma, Effie, because he can't live in a situation where he has so many powerful enemies that almost smoked him the last season, right? So he has to figure out some kind of way to be able to actually either make them his loyal allies, right? Or immediately take or ruthlessly take them off of the chessboard, period. Okay? Because Ghost almost got caught himself by a couple of close calls, whether he almost got knocked off himself, okay, or by an enemy, or he almost got hemmed up. He spent a couple of nights in that pen. So, but yeah, this is my thought about the whole thing. What do you think?